Always a friendly face to see.
Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. And you're part of the UpCountry Community Center.
Yes.
For Pine Grove.
So UpCountry Community Center is in Pine Grove, but we serve all of the UpCountry.
Okay.
That's why we have the name. But I also oversee the Ione Family Resource Center and the Comanche Lake Community Center.
That's a big gap between Pine Grove to Comanche.
It is.
Man.
Yeah. But, the community centers are fun. We're intended to be a place away from the,
hustle and bustle of life.
Bustle. Yeah, Amber County is very hustling, bustling.
Always.
So we're trying to bring stuff closer to the more rural areas so people don't have to drive quite so far for services.
Pine Grove is very rural.
It's pretty rural, especially.
You grow up as a kid, you don't get to drive. Well, what are we going to go do? We're in Pine Grove. There's not much.
Pine Grove, come to the community center.
Yes, come to the community center.
Yeah.
So what goes on at the community center? What do you guys offer?
We do everything. We've got play groups in the mornings for families, parents, caretakers, and children 5 and under. We do summertime fun in the summer for those kids. We've got computers with internet access, printers, family advocate services. One of the things we do every month is we host a wellness workshop. So this month's topic is self-harm.
Okay.
And our workshop is not intended as therapy. We don't want anybody thinking we do therapy services at the centers, but it's really an informational. So what is self-harm? A lot of people think it's just cutting, but it's anything that somebody does to hurt them as a coping skill. So we're going to be talking about what that looks like. What do you do if somebody that you love self-harms? Where you can go to get them help, how the do's and don'ts of talking to somebody. Just like with anything, there's ways to help somebody feel comfortable to go and get help, and there's ways that kind of shuts us down so we don't want to talk anymore about
Absolutely. And it is a very important program that you're putting on, because I was very surprised when I got into high school to see the amount of people that actually did take part in some sort of self-harm, whether it be cutting or some other form. And I didn't really think that Amador County would be that way. And then, meeting people, finding that out, it doesn't make sense to me, but it's something that for some reason it makes sense to them. And
yeah, it's a rough thing. And you're right, it does happen. It's kind of a secretive. People who self-harm generally don't go out and tell people. People think that people who self-harm are attention seekers, and it's not quite right. They're really attention needers. They're hurting themselves because they're under a lot of stress, and they don't know how else to handle that. Okay. So they turn that anger and frustration and anxiety inward instead of outward, like some people might get into fights or do drugs and alcohol. Somebody who self-harm turns all of that inwards towards themselves rather than somebody else.
Maybe more conscientious of others to do it inward, but still not the right way of handling what pain you have in your life.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things that hopefully are going to be gone over with this?
So we really want to let people know that there's help out there. So where can you go to get counseling, the different ways to talk to somebody, the do's and don'ts. Like I said, I think that's really important, especially if you're working with somebody or find out that somebody that you really care about self-harms. There's ways that we can react because we care about them that can make the other person feel guilty and then not talk to you anymore. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about those do's and don'ts. We're also going to talk about exactly what is self-harm. So it's not just cutting. So what are some of those other things that people do?
Where the location is going to be for it?
So we're really excited because we've got 5 locations this month.
Huge.
We're so excited. So the first 2 are going to be provided this Monday, the 13th. One is at 11:30 a.m. at the Plymouth Pentecostal Church on Poplar Street. The other is at 6 p.m. This Monday, the 13th, at Clark's Corner. Then we have the UpCountry Community Center is going to be 1 p.m. on Wednesday, the 22nd. Then we're going to have Thursday, the 23rd, 2 p.m. at the Comanche Lake Community Center. And we're going to have Monday, the 28th, or excuse me, I think it's Tuesday, the 28th at 9:30 at the Ione Family Resource Center.
You're using up all 3 of your areas.
And expanding.
Well, Ruthella, thank you very much for coming and talking with me.
You're welcome.
This is a huge, huge undertaking, and I hope that it works out for the best.
Thank you.
We're going to take it to a break, and just stay with us real quick, and we'll be right back.
You're